Well, I will say one thing. At least we got some explicit consent in the sex scene. So,
Yep.
like I said, consent is sexy. So,
Just
but I have
remember,
a
boys,
feeling. I have a feeling we're about to get into some non-consent nonsense.
there is a lot of it in this story series.
Why?
Okay, so when I was dating this one, you know, your girl used to date girls, and then until she discovered dick.
Okay.
Hence the reason why I'm bi.
All right.
But
Whatever floats your boat.
when I dated this girl, she had a lot of baggage with her. Like, she had a lot of like emotional and mental issues.
Okay.
And I'm not going to get the explicits of what happened in her life, but
yeah, of course.
I assume that there was some unconsensual adult cuddling going on.
Okay.
So she was a victim of that.
Okay.
And then she told me, she's like, oh, when I write it out in these stories, it's a coping mechanism. Well, I'm like, well, I would think that this would be in a folder somewhere locked away on your hard drive and you never look at it.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know a bunch of people I follow, or not, I should say a bunch, but people I follow on Tumblr, I know there's like 2 or 3 who have said, like, for them, like, there's one girl I know who's like, yeah, I use it as a form of therapy. She's like, but I don't like I will write this as a form, like, I will write something that's non-consensual or dubious consent as a way of like working through that. She's like, but it's not something I'm ever going to post. Like, this is for me, just so I could like work through it myself. And it's locked in a folder in my computer somewhere. And okay, I mean, and that's fine if that's how she wanted to work through her problems. But
yeah.
I don't see, like, I'm not finding anything, and I hate to say this because obviously I don't know this person. I'm not finding, like, and maybe we'll get to it, like a reason, like, because normally they'll make a way to make it empowering of sorts. Like, they'll, I was like, but I'm not seeing any reason as to why. I mean, if you want to write, I mean, you can write, obviously, you can write about whatever the fuck you want to write about, but, and it's like, but I don't see, if you're writing this as a form of therapy, how this would be therapeutic.
I don't either.
Like, and again, I'm like, you can write whatever the fuck you want to write. And if it's, if it's your way of going through it, processing your past. But, like, that first scene, and, like, I've read stories, that have rape in them, and I'm like, okay, moving on. Like, this is what this person wanted to write about. She properly tagged everything, gives all the things so people can't be like, triggered.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's the other issue normally. Because what I'm seeing here is I don't see any trigger warning.
No.
And like, I'm a person, again, like, I'll pretty much read anything. Like, I'm not gonna shy away from anything. I don't care. But I was like, that second chapter or whatever, it's like, that should have, I mean, even in 2014, should have had some kind of like, okay, FYI, this chapter contains sexual assault.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I get where you're
and I'm surprised this didn't get flagged on fanfiction, or is no one running things at fanfiction anymore?
It's pretty much all fucking automated nowadays.
Again, I don't know this person, but how this is therapeutic, and clearly it's only going to get worse. Clearly, so.
The thing is I have not shown her the videos that I have done on her stories, because primarily, back in the early days when your girl was an edgy fuck, the wheels started to come off as soon as her and I stopped dating each other. We broke up, obviously.
Yeah.
and I realized, something's not right with her stories. But anyway, chapter 5.
Chapter 5.
I think we will read this one and then end it on chapter 6.
Okay.
Because I don't know if you want to continue reading this one.
You know what? Like I said, I got no plans, so I can continue reading as long as you want to. This doesn't look like this is not as long as a chapter, though. It looks like slightly shorter.
No, it doesn't. But we'll go ahead. We'll read chapter 5 and chapter 6, and we'll keep going until one of us drops. Obviously, it's gonna be a long ass file to edit, but it'll be totally worth it because that means that I have Let's Read videos stocked up.
Yeah. I think it's your turn to start.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fletcher's point of view. I was up at the hospital waiting for the police to come back with a report on what happened.
We were waiting at the desk, and Brianna, who was panicking over losing a patient.
The only one who seemed to be calm about the whole situation was Callie, who was talking to the officers. Callie does not give a fuck.
Obviously.
I've compared Callie to you in a sense where you're just 100% done with everyone's shit.
Done. So done. Quarantine mood.
Poor Harry.
You don't even know. It gets so much more ridiculous for Harry. He's just kind of like, what the hell? Like, what the actual? Okay. Then she came over and Brianna looked up at her.
Am I gonna lose my job because I lost a patient?
No, she would have been kidnapped sooner or later anyway. Wow, Kelly. Way to be sensitive.
Callie just, like I said,
does not give a
Callie throughout the show. Oh my god.
The
only mood that this character has is, what the fuck? Why did you do that? And I'm 100% done with you. Don't even cross me.
Right.
Hence the reason why she's my favorite character. So who has Tyne?
They don't know. They have fingerprints from the people who did it. Apparently, a guy named Alakai was here.
Alakai was the guy that was after Kalari as well.
Who's after me?
Alakai. Tyne has been kidnapped and he's been here.
Oh no. Let me try that again. Oh no.
No.
Oh no. Let me go with the descriptions. Let me run my hands through my hair. Oh no.
And there were 3 other fingerprints that they don't know who they belong to.
Kalari Lent? I don't.
The wall is just one
leaning.
gigantic.
Okay, I'm like, she's leaned. Like you're leaning. Okay. Leant against the wall, sighing. I wish I could do something to help.
You can. You know about Alakai. You need to try and find him. Where he is, Tyne is.
I think I'm gonna go home.
I'll check on you later.
Kalari obviously does not give any fucks either.
No. And, by the way, spoiler alert, you're never gonna see her again.
Shut up. And she was never seen or heard from again. She shows up to spew a little bit of exposition, not even.
Nope.
Okay. I had been heading home when I saw a guy running in the shadows.
He was heading for Tyne's house.
I frowned and climbed to the roof of a building and followed along behind him on the rooftops.
And suddenly, this is Assassin's Creed.
Right?
He was wearing a hooded cape that had a wolf on the back with red vines printed around it.
I wasn't looking forward to see what he wanted at Tyne's house.
I followed closely, but kept back far enough for him not to notice me.
I followed all the way back before he pulled out a sword and got into the house.
By the way, I'm gonna pause there for 2 seconds so I can go to the restroom real quick. I jumped off the roof of a building and ran over to the house and looked in.
He sat on the couch and chuckled.
I was about to go in when 3 other men came in and walked over to him and knelt down.
Lord, we need you back at headquarters. Let's go.
I'll get that guy later.
Who? Okay. He murmured. Oh, sorry. I wondered what they would be after me for. I didn't even know who they were.
I went into the house, shutting the door and sitting on the couch and turned on the TV.
I was in the middle of watching a show when there was a knock at the door.
I got up and opened it and saw Dunbar standing there.
Dunbar? Fletch?
Fletch?
Oh, wait.
Where's Tyne?
Oh, we're in Fletch's point of view. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I don't know. She was kidnapped.
Oh dear, and I needed to talk to her about something.
If you need me, I'll be.
Can you tell me and I'll pass it on to her when I see her?
It's a pity they didn't just kill me. Maybe a little bit more urgent, Dunbar, Fletch. Someone's been kidnapped. Maybe we can act like we care.
Mm-hmm. Again, Dunbar also gives no fucks.
Right.
All 3 of them have planted the field, and all this is the fucks they have to give, which is
none. Okay. Can you tell me, and I'll pass it to her when I see her? Bro, she's been kidnapped. You're acting like she's on vacation. Mm-hmm. She's been kidnapped.
Oh, you're such an asshole. I guess you're for him to come into the lounge.
I just found this note on the door of the office for you guys.
What'd it say?
Tyne, trouble is coming. You need to get out and protect yourself. I will watch out for Fletch, but you must leave. Susan. I'm not even going to attempt to try and say that. Susan.
Who's shithead? It's Shadid.
I don't know. That's what I wanted to talk about. Talk about Tyne about.
I'll tell her when I find her.
Thanks, Fletch.
I sat on the couch thinking and staring at the note.
I had to find out who this person was and what they wanted with Tyne.
I then decided to go for a walk and try to figure it all out.
Walk is gonna help. A walk is gonna help you, Fletch. Tyne's been kidnapped. Someone tried to warn her. I'm just gonna go take a walk.
Just gonna
clear my head. Just clear my head.
You know, as you do.
Not try and find the person that he has feelings for. I don't know. Okay. Again, I gotta stop thinking too much about this. Okay. I was walking through the park when a guy in a hooded cape dropped down in front of me and drew his sword, pointing at me.
I recognized him as the same guy who had gone to the Tyne's house.
Who the hell are you?
That does not matter. You won't live long anyway.
I moved and came up behind him, slamming him into a tree face first.
Well, he's dead.
Right? He's so dead.
What did you do to Tyne?
Oh, she's fine. In my care, though.
He fell on the ground and wiped the blood off his face.
You're tougher than I thought.
I pulled on a knife I had with me.
I carried one since Tyne was in a car accident, so I could protect her. How is a knife gonna protect her from a car accident, bro?
It's like me. It's like me trying to fillet somebody in the back with a butter knife. It just doesn't work.
Like a knife isn't gonna help her in a car accident.
No, it's not.
I mean, unless you've got to like slash her seatbelt off of her, I guess. Okay.
He ran at me and I slashed him across his chest.
He fell to the ground, holding his chest.
You fucking bastard.
I stood there watching, and then someone came out of the trees in a black cape.
You must be Fletcher.
Maybe. Who are you?
Tyne?
No. Susan. I'm Tyne's sister. Twin sister twist.
What a twist!
You must come with me to get prepared.
Prepared for what?
Getting Tyne back from Kakara.
You forgot this name?
Oh.
It's the one time she used a comma. Come on. Come on, Mom. The one time this girl uses a comma.
Kakara, our father.
There you go. That was her father?
I'll explain later, but not here.
Tyne's point of view. I was sitting in my room when a man came in to take me to see my father.
They took me out while we were walking down the hall. I turned around and punched the guy that had hold of me and ran towards the outside.
I was suddenly being followed by numerous men all chasing me. Well, yeah, you just said you're being followed, so obviously... Okay.
You want to know what I'm thinking of?
Hey! Why are you running? Why are you running?
What do I do now?
Yeah. I ran off over to a dark brown horse. Where did the horse come from?
Link, is that you? I got it saddled and everything done up.
Oh, that's a plot convenience.
Because
not only is there a horse, but it's already saddled up. So I'm guessing that also means she already knows how to ride a horse.
Just assume.
I climbed on and raced off.
I'd like to see you beat that.
Yeah, they're called cars. There was no way I was staying here and working for my father.
I was almost out of the forest when a whole pack of wolves came out of nowhere.
The horse got spooked and reared up, tossing me off before it raced away.
Ouch! No! Damn it!
There was a reddish-colored wolf. A reddish-colored wolf came at me, pouncing on top of me.
It bared its teeth at me and went to bite me when it was knocked off me by a black wolf with brown markings.
It turned and looked at me.
It had a cut across his right eye, but it looked like it had been there for years.
I sat up partly and it came over and sat next to me, nosing me up.
Well, that's not creepy.
Right? I don't like where this is going. I do not like where I think this is going.
Relax. I looked at it and it rubbed up against me as if it were a cat.
It came round and looked at me, and I gasped.
Shakira?
Shakira. What are you doing here, huh?
She got up and looked over at the rest of the pack, and these baby wolves came out badly hurt.
No, Dad can't have found you. You didn't even know he existed, until 3 minutes ago. So I think it's okay.
5 stages of grief. She slowly walked over, pushing them towards me, pushing them into my lap.
I had looked over by Shakira's mother. How do you know it's her mother? When I was little. Oh, okay. I'd been looked over by Shakira's mother when I was little, when my father got rid of me.
I was raised by wolves. Okay, Mowgli, calm down.
Right?
She was only a baby when I knew her, but I looked after her too.
I now had to protect her and the babies from my father, who would only use them to hurt people.
I then heard my father yelling orders to more men, and I heard them coming towards us.
I gasped and looked at Shakira.
I had to get them away before my father found them.
Okay, so we're introducing changelings into this AU, basically.
So they're just wolves.
Oh, they're just wolves. Okay, so they are humans who were once wolves that have been changed into wolves?
Nope,
or
they're just wolves. Because plot.
Okay, but she's saying one of these wolves is her friend, correct?
It's implied. You know how Mowgli was with the wolves?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I don't know why they're included. They just exist.
Okay, so has Shakira always been a wolf?
Yes.
Okay,
it is implied that Shakira's always been a wolf.
Okay, so when they spoke about her earlier, they were not speaking about her as if she was a person. She was already a wolf.
She was already a wolf.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't believe in destiny. I just do what's best for me. Don't listen to my enemies. They're just full of jealousy. Yeah, this legacy. You gon' see what's left of me. You gon' see success in me. You ain't seen the rest of me. I just wanna be the best at what I know. Better than the rest, just watch me grow. Put me to the test and watch me go. This is my quest, I'ma make it known. They call me obsessive, oh I know. Call me selective with my notes. Call me aggressive with my flow. Call me offensive even though yo, I ain't gonna lie, life's tough. Try to get by, life's rough. Try to do it right, it's not enough. Even though you try, you still mess up. But I'm still gonna fight for what I love. Still gonna die for what I love. Still gonna try, I won't give up. Still gonna fight until I